Welcome back here with us on Overdrive. The Ultraviolette Shockwave electric motorcycle is all set to take the Indian market by storm with its futuristic design and advanced technology. And of course, here we are trying to find out more about it because this is being positioned as a high-end electric motorcycle.
Ultraviolette has launched the Shockwave here, which is a enduro bike, and they are calling it a funduro bike. This has been launched at a price of rupees 1.50 lakh rupees ex-showroom, but just for the first 1,000 units only. The price will be hiked up by 25,000 later on. Now, when it comes to specs, this one houses a 4 kilowatt-hour battery which powers a mid-drive motor making 14.5 PS of power. Now, when it comes to the weight and top speed, it's the same. It weighs only 120 kilos and it has a top speed of 120 km per hour. Now, when it comes to the cycle parts, it gets a 19-inch wheel up front and it is a spoke wheel. It comes shod with Rise Moto tires and it has a 17-inch wheel at the rear, disc brakes at both ends. And when it comes to suspension, you get a telescopic unit up front and a monoshock at the rear. As you can see, you get a single piece seat. There are no foot pegs for the pillion passenger, but there will be a two-piece setup as well, so you don't have to worry about your pillion. Now, when it comes to foot pegs, these are serrated foot pegs, and when it comes to the handlebars, you have a wide handlebar, and this is a tall handlebar with razors as well. There is a vertical screen right over here. It is quite minimalistic, but it looks quite cool, and you have lever guards as well. Now, when it comes to the fun part about the bike, at 120 kilograms and 120 km per hour of top speed, the company claims that this has a torque at the wheel of 505 Newton meters. Imagine the power to weight ratio, 505 Newton meters of peak torque and 120 kilograms. Now you can pre-book this bike on the website for 999 rupees only. You can expect the deliveries at the first quarter of 2026. Now that's all about the Shockwave. What I am standing next to is the newly launched Ultraviolette Tesseract. Now this can be yours for an showroom price of rupees 1.20 lakh, but that's just for the first 10,000 customers. Now the range on this one is 261 kilometers IDC and it has a power of 20.10 PS. The top speed is 125 kilometers per hour, but that's not the crazy part. The crazy part is that the design has been inspired by combat helicopters, and that shows evidently. But not just that. If you come up the front, you have a radar right over here, which gives you all the safety features, which is lane changing assist, collision alerts. There are dash cams up front and at the rear as well. But it also gets a 7-inch dash right over here, which is quite big and it is quite nice, and it also has Omni-Sense mirrors, which will give you telltale lights on all the things that you would be missing out on, the blind spots when you are riding the scooter. But that's not all. It has a massive seat and the cushioning is also nice, but inside here is a 35-liter boot space, which means that a full face helmet can sit inside it. And as I can show you, the rear design of the electric scooter, this is also quite nice. There's a radar sensor right over here as well. It runs on 14-inch wheels up front and at the rear. You can see the twin shock absorbers right over here. It gets disc brakes up front and at the rear with dual channel ABS, traction control, dynamic stability control as well. You can pre-book this on the website and you can expect deliveries first quarter of 2026.
That's a wrap on this week's show, but remember, the road ahead is full of exciting turns, so keep tuning back into Overdrive every weekend and also stay in touch with the team through our various social media platforms. We'll see you next week. Until then, ride and drive safe.